everybody, and welcome to the channel. My name is Kayla.
And I'm Crystal.
And we are the Cruising Chicks. Today's video, we're going to talk about the top 10 reasons that we think you should go to Cozumel.
Our favorite port.
It is. We love a good Cozumel visit. So our first number one reason that you should go to Cozumel are the beaches. They're so pretty, so pretty. There aren't many waves. Actually, I think 90% of the time there are no waves unless it's like a bad windy day. Good snorkeling. We love to snorkel and we enjoy snorkeling so much in Cozumel. And I'd say like 90% of the beaches are like pretty easy to get into. There might be like a little uphill once you're in, but it's not like bad.
The second reason is the people. Yeah. The people there are very nice. If you need any help with anything, they're very, very welcoming. They're going to assist you in any way, point you in the right direction. All you have to do is ask.
We've made so many friends.
And most people speak English there.
And really well.
Yeah, or enough to at least get you to where you need to go. So, the people are definitely really cool.
Yes. So our third thing that we really love about Cozumel is the abundance of activities that are offered and that you can do as a cruiser or a visitor. From all-inclusives, which you've seen us do, to ATVs, to zip lining, to horseback riding, to snorkeling like off of a catamaran or a boat. Like, there are so many options. It's ridiculous. Like, sometimes you're like, what do you do? What do you do? Well, we don't know what to do. You can swim with manatees in Cozumel. Like, if you can think it, you can do it almost. They offer everything.
And yet we do the same things.
Yeah. Guilty. We really like manatees and we really like all-inclusives. Guilty as charged.
The next thing is going to be the proximity to the mainland.
Yes.
So you can take a ferry, and it's about a 45-minute to an hour ride over to the mainland where there is Cancun and Playa del Carmen.
Yes. And
there is some great shopping over there. You know,
we say like we've done it.
Yeah, we have not been over there. But I have heard there's great shopping, food, drinks, you know, similar things that are in Cozumel, but it's just
Mainland.
Cancun.
Right.
And Playa del Carmen. So if you're interested in doing that, you can check out the ferry schedule.
We highly suggest, if you're doing that, I know at least Carnival offers the Cozumel Plus days, where you're there for like 12 hours. You're there for a really long time. Just, you know, make sure you're looking at the scheduling because you don't want to miss the boat.
Yeah, don't miss the ferry. Make sure you can get back.
Right. So the next thing that we want to touch on is just the relaxation that can happen when you're in Cozumel. There are so many options to just lay out with a book, with a drink, and just zen when you're there. Like from the beaches to the catamarans to the private beach area, like setups they have. Like, there are so many places where you can just like, even in the port area, they offer massages on like the little beach. Like, you can't get in the water, but they have like a sand and lounge chairs, and like they have massages on the beach that you can do right there in the port without leaving.
Yeah, the fish pedicures.
Oh yes, and the fish pedicures. We haven't done that. Still scared. Still nervous.
The next thing is cheap drinks. We know all about that.
We do.
There
we like
are
to get drunk.
So many bars. There are your normal chain bars like Fat Tuesday, Senior Frogs, Carlos and Charlie's. And then there's off the beaten path bars that just look like shacks.
Right.
That you normally would not approach or go to.
Right.
But they have some of the best drinks.
And the best views.
Yeah. And they're super cheap.
Super cheap.
And you're like, wait, I paid how much for that? You know?
When we did our land tour in Cozumel in 2020, I think it was it 2020?
Yeah.
We did a Jeep tour, and he took us to this like shack on the other side of the island, and they make you fresh. And I mean, like, they pick the coconut up off the, well, they obviously have bought the coconut or picked it or whatever they do, and it's right there in their little shack, and they make you a pina colada or whatever you've asked for from actual like fresh fruit that they have right there. And it was like $4 for like this huge drink. And then they brought us out pineapple and coconut and what other fruit was it? Mango maybe?
Yeah.
With tahini. And it was amazing. It was the first time we'd ever had that. It was amazing. So always look for places that are not cookie cutter, because you are going to experience the real Cozumel, the real Mexico, and you're going to love it.
Absolutely.
So the next thing that we want to touch on is the actual port area. As we tell you to get out of the port area. But if you are nervous or this is your first visit and you don't have anything planned, the port area is probably one of the best options for you on a cruise. It's massive, especially the Carnival port area. Like, there's shops, there's restaurants, there's bars, there's things for you to do. Like, they have a Wi-Fi bar, they have the fish pedicures that we spoke about, they have those lounge chairs for you. Now, there are 3 different ports. So you're gonna have the Carnival port, which is what, Puerto Plata? No, that's the Dominican Republic.
Puerto Maya.
Puerto Maya. And then you'll have the Royal Caribbean dock, which I don't remember what that's called. And then you'll have where Norwegian docks, which is further down. And when we were last on Royal, they were just finishing up their port area. And it looks like it's going to be pretty similar to the Carnival one. Maybe a little bit smaller, but not by much. And Norwegian pretty much docks you right downtown. So you're getting a free shot at everything downtown, which is amazing.
Yeah, and that's totally different than what the built ports are, because that's actually the city of Cozumel that you're getting dropped at.
And they still have like this one big shopping area with like 2 floors that have like your normal souvenir shops, so you're not missing out on anything.
Right.
So the port area is a hit for us.
Absolutely.
We have spent many a days just in the port area in Cozumel and loved it.
The next thing is the history. Cozumel has a lot of history. You can take excursions out to the ruins.
Yes, that's where they'll take you to the mainland to see the ruins.
What is it? The Mayan ruins and Tulum.
Tulum, yes. Tulum's a big one that people do.
Yeah, so you can take that out. And I know it's a pretty far distance away.
It's a pretty hefty excursion. So like it's an all-day thing. That's all you would do all day.
But it is definitely worth it. It's
People
something that you normally don't see.
Right.
But the history is definitely there. And if that's something you're into, definitely try it.
Right. Like, we did that Jeep excursion tour, and we went to the old lighthouse, which was amazing. I mean, like the whole bottom of the lighthouse has been turned into like a museum.
Yeah.
And so that was an extremely cool area to look around, and our guide was able to just kind of fill in some gaps for us. And even on the way out, there were little, I wouldn't say huge ruins, but like little ruins from the Mayans in the past, it was a really neat experience.
Yeah, it was interesting that they were still there after all this time, but
like they had a sundial still there. It was really cool. So what's number 10, Crystal? This is your favorite.
Oh, absolutely. Authentic Mexican food.
Oh, we love it.
Yes, Pancho's Backyard is one of our favorite restaurants.
And it's right there at the Cozumel port. And then there is another one downtown. So if you're at the Norwegian port, it's really easy to get to. But we have also walked into like what we thought was a store, and there was a restaurant in the back.
Yeah.
And ate, and it was delicious.
Yeah.
So
Really, you can't go wrong with the food
You
there.
cannot. Even the food at the all-inclusives that we've done
Yes.
have been amazing. So come hungry to Cozumel and eat.
Yes.
Because you're going to enjoy it, we promise. Unless you really, really, really hate Mexican food.
Right.
Then eat on the ship.
Right. I mean, I don't care if it's 10 in the morning at the all-inclusive. I'm sitting there getting tacos at 10 in the morning.
We're getting tacos. We'll get veggie tacos. But we're getting tacos at 10 in the morning. We surely are with our margaritas.
Yep. The food is great
in
Cozumel.
So these are our top 10 reasons that we think you should visit the beautiful Cozumel, Mexico. If you have any reasons that you have visited Cozumel, leave us a comment. Or if any of these are your top reasons for visiting Mexico, leave us a comment.
We'd love to hear them.
Because we want to go back. So
I can't wait.
Convince us. It won't take much, we promise. You can say that the sand is white and we'd be like, okay, let's go.
Let's go see this white sand.
You could say anything, Tessa. We'd be like, we believe you, let's go.
But yeah.
On that note, we're going to sign off and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.